Hello Scorpio and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. First of all, I would like to thank for all of you who have seen my previous videos, that you watch them, like them, especially if you subscribe. I'm truly grateful for all of those amazing energies, and what makes me even happier that you are back for more. If you're new to my channel, I'd like to give you a big welcome, and I hope that this reading is going to be helpful for all of you. Today we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of November in the areas of love and relationship. But as usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. So let's get started first with an angel guide oracle card. So the strength and the guidance card was the one that jumped out from the deck when I was shuffling. So this is kind of telling you that you shouldn't underestimate the power of your soul. As you can kind of see the soul on the card showcasing. It is kind of telling us that you are very strong and resilient, and you have the capacity to rise above any kind of challenge that comes to your life. Maybe you've been kind of going through some hard time when you're kind of don't know where that's going to be leading you, but whatever is happening is going to help you to learn something that's going to be important for you. It is also the card of guidance, right? So which kind of tells us that the angels are kind of encouraging you to dig deep in terms of figuring out what's happening to you and listen to your inner guidance. And if you're kind of wondering like what's next for you, it's gonna be revealed to you. Just be patient, and when this card comes up, you shouldn't change your plans or your vision or your goals for anyone. So this is kind of like, you know, love and relationship. Maybe somebody wants you to change something, maybe your partner or somebody around you. This card is telling you, you know, the angels are kind of encouraging you that you should recognize your prayers, your intentions, whatever you're trying to achieve, and just let the angels guide you, and you're going to be strong enough to push through. So let's see the tarot. The center of your card is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is the card of harmony, balance, and it's a lovely card for relationship. The rainbow is indicating that you might have gone through some difficult times and things are getting better. But this is the card of commitment. This is the card of equal give and take. When people come together, maybe you're from different backgrounds, and they're able to create some kind of a strong bond. This is definitely soulmate energy. Some of you might have been, if you're single, I think your soulmate is definitely on its way to you, and if you are in an existing relationship, you might be already with your soulmate. Again, this can be a card for some of you that are single, that a new relationship is coming into your life. And if you're in an existing relationship, this card is telling us that the relationship is getting deeper, more committed, and gets to the next stage. And that stage is different for everybody. For some of you, that just meaning that, okay, you're kind of going steady with this partner. For some of you, might be getting to the point of getting engaged or even getting married as well. Like, you know, these people are exchanging their vows on the card. So let's see what is the surrounding energy. The King of Swords is the first card that came out for you, which is a court card. So it can be a person, it can be your energy, or just the general energy of the card. So the King of Swords is somebody who is very outspoken. He speaks his mind. Like, you know, he doesn't sugarcoat. He's very warm, loving, and very faithful as well. But he likes the truth. He's really focusing on the truth. He's driven by logic, and every decision that he makes has to make sense for him. And he might be somebody who is in law enforcement, judge. He might be a police officer or a lawyer, or anything in that regards where the truth is an important. And you know, he is somebody who has clarity as well, right? Like he's able to see through things, and when this card comes up, for some of you it might be that there's something that the truth is coming out. Like if there has been some kind of a secret, or if there has been something that you didn't know about, or something that was confusing you, when the King of Swords comes up, it might be that something is gonna be revealed to you. But again, might be also that somebody who's kind of has this energy is coming into your life as a partner, but also possible that somebody with this energy might give you some kind of an advice. But with the King of Swords, the challenge is that he might sound harsh because he doesn't sugarcoat, and very important that when you hear this message, you don't take it to the heart, but you listen to it, and you follow that advice, because he's very wise actually. So the next we have here is another sword energy, the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords, again, can be a person, can be your energy, or just the general energy of the card. So this is somebody who is very driven in terms of getting things done. Like he's focusing on all of the tasks, he's task-oriented and want to get things out of his way. Again, he's very good at talking, he's very chatty, but again, like he can be somebody who's a little bit stubborn, and he's focusing on just getting things done and pushing through and moving forward. So what does that mean? Sometimes he goes against all of the storms as well. So that's kind of the energy of the Knight of Swords, who's ready to go into battle. So since this is like focusing on getting things done, this is a very fast moving card, and generally can indicate a big change coming into our life, a change that we've been waiting for, and then when it comes in, things are speeding up, things are getting faster and faster. So it might be that for some of you might be meeting somebody, and then the feelings are just rushing into you, and you're kind of falling for this person. In an existing relationship, it can also mean that the relationship are speeding up, and it getting to the next level of getting more committed, getting engaged, getting married. In some instances, if the relationship is not necessarily the best, it might be a sign that the other party is thinking about leaving the relationship. But since we have here the Two of Cups, there's definitely some kind of a commitment type of energy here. And the next we have here is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is the next horizon, when you kind of made some plans and you are seeing the initial plans, the initial success that the plan is working, and you're kind of expecting your ships are to come in. But this kind of has this very adventure-like energy as well. Like it's when you're kind of going in an uncharted territory, and you're kind of exploring things. So let's see, what does that mean from a relationship perspective? If you're single, I think you might be enjoying the freedom that you have right now, and you're happy to explore new options, new relationships, adventures, and you're kind of going on dates, and you're happy to kind of have these new experiences. If you are in an existing relationship, it can mean that you are looking into to have the relationship go to the next horizon, the next level, which again can be it's kind of very similar to the Knight of Swords and Two of Cups energy of deepening the relationship, taking it to the new horizon. And if you are, for some of you, it can also mean that maybe you are in a long distance relationship, or a long distance relationship is coming into your life, or already came into your life, where you and your partner are in a different country or far from each other, and that's kind of what's kind of happening with the Three of Wands. So let's see, the next one is the Knight of Wands. So you have another knight, another person, or the energy of the card. This knight is all about adventure, right? Like he is happy to discover new things. New relationships are generally exciting him, and the shadow of him can be that he might be a player type of energy. But again, like this is all about fun, all about adventures, and those things when things are moving fast as well. Like both the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands are fast moving cards. So I think Some of you might be like, you know, having multiple options here because you have quite a few court cards. But again, like, you know, the Knight of Wands is somebody who's very passionate, somebody who's very warm. And then one thing that kind of scares them away is a little bit like commitment, or when somebody is kind of clinging on to them. So maybe you need to kind of watch for that. But let's see what is the last card here. Another Knight, another Wands energy, another court card, the Queen of Wands. So again, there's quite a few people here, which I'm not surprised because, you know, especially if you're single, there might be this exploratory energy. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's very attractive. She can get whatever she wants, and she doesn't care what others are thinking. And you know, she's able to manifest everything she wants, and she's very productive as well. Like, you kind of have a lot of productive energy with both the Queen of Wands and with the Knight of Wands. They're kind of very task oriented and getting things done. So maybe you're kind of going from one day to the other, or there's lots of things to be done in your relationship that you are solving. But the Queen of Wands is attraction as well, right? So you're definitely attractive, you're attracting some kind of a soulmate energy here. What's kind of popping into me, because, you know, when you kind of look at these cards, you have the Queen of Wands, and her kind of divine counterpart is the King of Wands, right? They're kind of a perfect match because they have similar energies. So you don't have the King of Wands here, but you do have the Knight of Wands. He can turn into the King of Wands because obviously when you kind of go through the ranks of the courts, you from page you become a knight, and from a knight you become a queen or a king, dependent on your path. And what I'm kind of getting here, that you might be attracting, if you are the Queen of Wands energy, you might be attracting your soulmate, who might be a little bit younger than you, and kind of more around having this flirty energy. But I think there's a potential there for a serious relationship, because in the center of your reading you do have the Two of Cups, which is soulmate energy. So and again, you might have other people as well, or maybe this Knight of Wands is coming in, and then that's gonna speed things up very fast. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading resonated with you and helped you. And you can also help me to grow the channel and to make sure that the message gets out to the people who needs it the most. And for you, it is only a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. You have no idea how much you helped me with it. And so, and I'm always happy to read in the comments what's going on in your life. Do you have a new relationship? Are you just exploring? So we have another court card here, the King of Cups. So there's lots of activity, lots of fun going on here. If all of these people actually represent a person in your life, what we need to know about the King of Cups, that he's very loving, he's very emotional, he's full of love, and he cares for people around him, and for people that are in his family. So this is a very caring type of energy. But what's great in the King of Cups, that he is very level-headed, he is very balanced, and he is able to manage whatever he feels and whatever he says, right? So his emotions, even though he's very emotional, they don't take over him. So again, this might be your energy or somebody else's energy, or just an indication of what's coming to you, because, you know, the King of Cups can indicate some kind of a long-term stable relationship, and if you're single, definitely something like that is coming in. Especially when you look at it, that from the 3 of Wands, you're going to the 2 of Cups, and you're going to the King of Cups, which is kind of like some soulmate energy and stability, and emotional stability and harmony. I always like to call attention to the King of Cups, that he is so stable, even though he is sitting in the middle of the ocean surrounded by waves. So that's an indication that no matter what comes into your life, you're able to handle that very well. So let's see the next card. You have the Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning, a new chapter, a new emotional beginning that brings you a lot of happiness, right? Like this is a new love for some of you if you're single, and if you are in an existing relationship, a new chapter in the relationship where things are getting deeper, things are getting more emotional. This is the card of happiness when you don't know whether you should laugh or cry whenever from the joy you're feeling. It can be also a sign of children for some of you, but it's definitely a new chapter, and I can see that there's evolvement, right? From Ace of Cups you're getting Two of Cups, and I think you're going to end up to the King of Cups, stability. And the last we have here is the Six of Cups. So there's lots of fun and there's lots of fire and emotion and in this card, and obviously there are some thoughts as well, some air with the swords, but it's a lot of emotions, especially in the final outcome. So the Six of Cups here is this very nostalgic, very loving, law attraction type of energy when you know you kind of feel home, you feel comfortable. Again, it can mean children as well, especially with the Ace of Cups, but generally this is kind of like the energy when you're thinking back to the good old times, when things were better, things were nicer, things were kind of calmer. And it can be that maybe you're meeting somebody from your childhood, you're meeting an ex or somebody who you kind of grew up with, or your childhood sweetheart, and this is kind of like the feel that you kind of think back the good old times, the good old days, when you know everything was nicer, or we feel that it was nicer. So maybe you're gonna meet somebody who was already in your life that's gonna be kind of influencing your love life. But let's see what is at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is the card of long-term stability, and it's a great card to have if you're looking for a long-term relationship. So Scorpio, that's all I have for you. I hope this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.